Hey everybody, welcome to the morning volatility report. As I, Andrew Giovinazzi, Chief Operating Officer, OptionPit.com, welcoming you to said volatility report. Mark is live at the CBO. I think they're doing mock trading right now with our Pro Summit. If you want to see some cool blogs, actually my track record on the blogs, have you guys been following this? Hasn't been too bad. On the blogs for the last couple of weeks. Might be, I think I'm 4 for 5 with ones that still has little room yet. It's not bad for a blog. It's a little early for the rig. All right, anyway, if you want to learn how to trade position like that, become an Option Pit member, okay? That's how you learn. Anyway, let's get to what's going on in the markets. This I want to move. Well, what do we have? So a couple of ideas. One is, I'll just say simply now, this VIX future is the stickiest VIX future we have seen in a long time. When do I find time for the blog? You know what? So I'm always looking at stuff, Ken. He's asking when I find time for the blog. So usually when I get the ideas out of in the individual sessions, because that's usually the positions I end up putting on anyway. So I try to kill two birds with one stone. It doesn't take me very long to write a blog once I got the idea, though. So what do we have? Actually, I want to go to this, right? So we'll just talk about VIX a little bit. Also, and I'll announce, we have an easy VIX class coming out very soon. But you'll hear more about that coming out. So what do we have here? We have a 10 VIX, okay? And from a calendar point of view, we only have, October 18th is the cycle. So after this week, we've got less. We're going to only have 2.5 weeks after this week with $2 of premium. Still a lot of VIX future premium. We'll look in the chat room today on a trade there. It's just, VIX is not going down much farther. It just is not. It'll dance around in the 9s, but you won't see a whole lot going on with that. So anyway, I think the trade is from that side, and we can price that out as well. Now, the difference is performance in the volatility products. What we are moving into where they're in a strange part of the cycle. They've been very flat, right? You're like, oh, we had this huge collapse about a week and a half ago. And you notice how the vol products are just barely right. So what's happening is they're now starting to come into the harder part of the decay cycle if VIX kind of stays where it is. Okay. Again, we're waiting for earnings to come out. We're waiting for the GOP taxing to come out. You could see this break. So as like for UVXY, as a percentage, we can look at some very short-term trades for the end of this week that have a lot of bang for the buck, so we'll price those out. A couple other ideas that we have been looking at. Axon, how far does it go down? Don't really know. That was a trade we looked at. It looks kind of deadish, dead money from now, and all of vol pretty much is saying that. That one, again, a spectacular fall from grace. Unfortunately, a drug that could have been great did not make it. We got some ideas. Mondelez seems to be moving around. We can take a look. It's a breakout potential stock, so we'll see how it looks. Also, all of I think probably the best trades are going to see is selling the upside options and trying to own something sort of near the money in all the big tech. Apple, Google, Amazon. Because there's some latent volatility in all of it, it looks pretty good. Just take here, I'll give you a little look here. So you're starting to see a slight break in the volatility for Apple. This is something actually we talked in our gold class this week. Also starting to see a slight break for, if I could spell NVIDIA right? So all of these, you're now starting to actually see the volatility come in because the stocks just aren't going crazy. This is actually a trade we looked at in our gold class on Monday. As far as SPX goes, the same trade, time spreads, time spreads, time spreads. Still the best looking trades out there for this product. 205, 210, there's just realized vol is 2.5% in the SPX. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. Right? You've got, you're at it's hard for it to stay this low. You can see something usually happens. So again, downside put spreads, a lot of the pair trades that we do look good. So you're basically counting on the market sort of doing the same thing. But if there's a shock, we'll probably get that 1% move shock. And that is it for volatility. Again, let's see how the tax thing goes. We might get some good results out of that. All right. And again, look for our Easy VIX webinar. It's going to be a 5-part webinar. The first part is free. The next 4 parts will be $100, but it will absolutely teach you how to trade VIX options, right? Because if you don't understand them and you've just been confused by them, we will undo every myth on the VIX options and actually show you how to position the thing right for a move up, a move down, or a move all around. All right. Everybody have a good day, and we'll talk to you later.